Hey, how's it going? So, yes, I did indeed crash. If you look at the schedule over the past couple of days, it's slowly been getting harder and harder. I've been feeling like I've needed longer naps. I kept the core to the same, but this morning when I woke up after my core, it was pretty miserable, and I don't want to just be banging out action for the sake of banging out action. I don't think that actually benefits anybody. If I'm not feeling excited, happy, and enthusiastic about what I'm involved in, then I don't believe that's gonna serve me or serve anybody else in the world. And sticking, like, having to push through that feeling of all I want to do is sleep isn't enjoyable to me. I want it to be an enjoyable transition into naturally sleeping polyphasically. Let me explain what I mean in terms of pushing through. Yes, over the past 14 days there have been times where I've felt a little bit tired, discounting the past 2 days, but it wasn't that bad. Maybe once every half an hour during the morning and towards the end of the day, I might think, yeah, something's different. I can definitely feel a little tiredness, but then I just shrug it off. It's like a ball being thrown at me, and I just bat it back. And that might happen every 15 minutes to half an hour. This morning, though, that was happening like every 30 seconds. It's like someone's throwing that ball, I'm having to bat it back, then another 30 seconds, I'm batting it back, and it's just exhausting. And so, cut a long story short, I crashed. Anyway, what I'm going to do differently this time around is I'm not going to just bail it completely. I'm just going to increase the core from 3 to 3.5 hours to 4 and 4.5 hours, because I think it's a fine line between feeling okay and being able to transition and acclimate to it to just crashing after 14 days. I think it could be a fine line, so that extra hour should give me that little bit more slow wave sleep and REM sleep. So we'll see how that goes. I'll still get my naps. I watched a video last night. Somebody was talking about taking 12-minute naps whenever you feel like you need it as like a little refresher. So I think that's going to really help, especially towards the evening time, around about 7 p.m, where I'm not ready to take my core, but I'm feeling really tired. I can take a 12-minute nap. So we'll try that. I think I've been putting the cart before the horse, or is it the horse before the cart? You got to get excited. The excitement, the enthusiasm, knowing what you want, being able to visualize it and find that feeling place of what it is that you really desire, that has to come first before the not needing sleep. Okay? When you're enthusiastic, you switched on, tuned into your vision, you're so excited, you're just awake, you're lively. Have you ever been in love and you've not been able to sleep? I remember I was dating this girl and I was besotted by this girl. I wanted to go out with her for I think about a year before it finally started to happen for me. I couldn't sleep for 3 days. We went on our first date. I thought something was wrong with me. I couldn't sleep for 3 days, but I didn't feel tired. It was just that my brain just wouldn't switch off. I was just like so amazed, like this was finally beginning to happen for me, that I didn't need sleep. So that's got to come first. And then you'll find that you won't need much sleep. What I mean is you can't look at it like you've got to cut back on your sleep so that you can then begin living your exciting life. That's getting it the wrong way around. You've got to be all ready working with what you have currently. So your current schedule, whether you're sleeping 8 hours or 10 hours, you got to be getting the most out of that time, because otherwise it's like, why should the universe give you more time if you're not using the time that you have? If you're not already being enthusiastic and switched on with the time that you have, why would you then shift to a body that doesn't need that much time? So you got to tune in with what it is you want. How do you do that? Well, this is how I do it. I either go for a walk, I visualize what it is that I want for myself, I tune into it, I imagine that I'm already living it, I do mind maps, look that up on YouTube, mind maps. The brain doesn't think in terms of logical lists, it thinks in terms of like a spider map. And so I do that. I put in the middle my dream, and then all things shooting off from it, or which are all the exciting experiences I want to have in life, all of the people in my life that I want to connect with, and just all the experiences I want to have. And I really allow my imagination to go wild. And I imagine things that before I wouldn't even allow myself to imagine because I didn't believe that they could happen. So that's got to come first. So I'm going to wrap this up. What I've gotten out of this experiment, and I said at the very beginning, it's not important if it doesn't work. I said that on my first video a couple of weeks ago. It's not important whether this works or not. What's important is I'm excited to do it. And so what's come from this is I've reconnected to my qigong, my meditation, spending time journaling, getting clear on my why and what I want. I know that I need those things as part of my lifestyle if I'm going to be somebody who doesn't need much sleep, somebody who is upbeat, happy, tuned into who they are, social, connecting with others, being interested in others, growing together with others in this journey of becoming more of who we really are. And like right now, just speaking it now, I can feel it now. And it's that frequency that is my truest self. So that's going to come first. It's got to come first. I'm spending more time meditating. I'm not getting all anxious because I crashed yesterday and oh no, I'm gonna have to go back to sleeping 8 hours. And look, I'm fine with it. If I have to go back to the siesta schedule, that's no problem for me. Maintaining a 6-hour core with a nap is just not an issue for me. I can always go back to that if need be. And I almost decided that that's what I would do, but instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to give myself that extra hour, so it's a 4.5-hour core, my 3 naps and 12-minute naps if I need them. I'll leave it there. Hope you got something from this video. That was all, guys. Take it easy. Peace.